The Galactic Council Hall was larger than any city on Earth. Bright lights floated in the air. Hundreds of alien races sat in circles, watching silently. At the center of the hall stood Earth's first prototype. It was small, plain, and quiet. No glowing armor, no massive weapons. Compared to other worlds' machines, it looked weak. A tall reptilian alien laughed first. Soon others joined. Their voices echoed like thunder. Is this Earth's best? One metal body and no firepower. Humans should not even be here. The laughter grew louder. Earth's human team stood still. Faces calm, but eyes heavy with shame. The prototype did not move. It only stood there, hands open. As if waiting. A screen above showed the words. Earth. Peace Prototype 01. That made the aliens laugh even harder. Peace. This galaxy survives on strength. Peace is weakness. At the edge of the hall, an alien girl watched quietly. She had silver skin and soft blue eyes. Unlike others, she did not laugh loudly, but a small smile appeared on her face. She had expected more from Earth. Stories said humans were dangerous. But this looked like a joke. The council leader raised his clawed hand. Earth, he said, you have embarrassed yourself. This prototype is unfit for galactic standards. Just as he was about to end the session, a soft voice echoed through the hall. Excuse me. The laughter stopped slowly. Every eye turned toward the sound. A human child stood near the Earth delegation. He was small, wearing simple clothes. His hands trembled, but he stepped forward anyway. The council stared in shock. Children were never allowed to speak here. The alien girl leaned forward slightly, curious. The child looked directly at her. Not at the council. Not at the prototype. He swallowed, then spoke again. Excuse me, alien girl. My dad just needs a mom for me. Can you help? Silence fell like a heavy wall. No one laughed. No one spoke. Even the air seemed frozen. The alien girl's smile disappeared. Her eyes widened. She did not understand the words at first. The council leader growled. What is this nonsense? But the child did not move back. His voice was soft, but honest. My mom died in the war. My dad builds things so no one else has to lose family. He made that prototype. He doesn't sleep much. The child pointed at the silent machine. He said it is not for fighting. He said it is for protecting. The alien girl felt something strange. A feeling she had not felt in years. Around her, aliens shifted uncomfortably. They were used to power, weapons, fear. But not this. The council leader slammed his staff. This is irrelevant. But the alien girl raised her hand, stopping him. For the first time, she said slowly, I wish to hear the humans. Murmurs filled the hall. Shock spread across alien faces. Earth's prototype lifted its head slightly. Its eyes glowed softly. Not red. Not violent. Just warm white light. The human child stepped back to his father, holding his hand. The laughter had ended, but something far more dangerous had begun. Curiosity. And the galaxy was not ready for it. The Galactic Council Hall remained silent. The laughter from before felt distant and wrong. Many aliens avoided looking at the human child. The alien girl slowly stood from her seat. Her silver skin reflected the floating lights. Her calm voice echoed across the hall. Human child, she said. Come closer. Gasps spread among the council members. No alien had ever invited a human forward like this. The child looked up at his father. The man nodded gently. The child stepped ahead. He was small in that massive hall. But his steps were steady. The alien girl knelt so they were eye level. You asked for help, she said. Why ask me? The child thought for a moment. Because you stopped laughing. And my dad says kind people listen first. Something inside the alien girl shifted. Her smile faded into a thoughtful expression. She activated a small light screen, showing data from Earth's prototype. The numbers were low. Too low. "Your machine is weak," she said honestly. "Even our training drones are stronger." The child nodded. "My dad knows." Confusion crossed her face. "Then why present it?" The child looked back at the prototype. "It is not finished." He said strong things are dangerous without rules. Behind them, the council whispered angrily. One alien slammed his tail on the floor. "This is emotional manipulation," he shouted. "Humans are playing games." The alien girl raised her hand again. "And yet," she replied, "emotions created every empire here." She turned her focus back to the screen, scrolling deeper into the prototype's design. Her eyes widened slightly. The core systems were sealed. Not broken. Not damaged. Sealed on purpose. "This is strange," she murmured. The human father finally spoke. His voice calm but tired. "We locked it ourselves." The council erupted in outrage. "You crippled your own creation. Foolish species." The father did not argue. He simply said, "Power without control destroys families." The alien girl stared at him. No fear. No pride. Just quiet truth. She accessed more hidden files, seeing layers of restrictions, fail-safes, moral limits. This was not weakness. This was restraint. Around the hall, the mood changed. The aliens felt uncomfortable. They ruled through strength, not restraint. The alien girl stood slowly, facing the council. This prototype is not designed to win wars. It is designed to end them. Angry protests followed. "That is impossible." Naive thinking. Suddenly alarms echoed through the hall. Red lights flashed across the ceiling. A guard shouted, "Unknown fleet entering galactic space." Panic spread instantly. The council scrambled for control. Defense systems powered up. The alien girl looked at the prototype again. Then at the human child. "You said it protects," she asked. The child nodded. He promised. The prototype's eyes glowed softly once more, not reacting to fear, but to purpose. Outside the hall, distant explosions lit the void. The galaxy was under threat. The council leader shouted orders. Weapons charged. Shields activated. But something felt wrong. The alien girl realized it. Their strongest weapons were already failing. She whispered, "Perhaps we judged Earth too early." The human child held his father's hand tighter, as the prototype took its first step forward, and the real test was about to begin. Red warning lights filled the Galactic Council Hall. Sirens echoed like distant cries. The unknown fleet moved closer with every second. Alien commanders shouted orders. Defense screens showed failing shields. Their strongest weapons were charging too slowly. The alien girl stood still. Her eyes moved from the chaos to Earth's prototype. It remained calm, unafraid. She turned to the human father. "You knew this would happen," she said quietly. The man did not deny it. "We hoped it would not. But we prepared anyway." The council leader snarled. "You expect us to trust a half-built machine?" The human father looked around the hall, at the frightened aliens, at the shaking guards. Then he spoke. "It is not half-built. It is fully controlled." The alien girl stepped closer. "Show me," she said. The man placed his hand on a small device. A hidden display appeared in the air. Lines of code flowed like water. "These are the limits," he explained. "Every one of them chosen." The alien girl scanned the data. Her breath slowed. Her eyes widened. The prototype was not weak. It was holding itself back. Every system locked behind moral commands. "Why?" she asked softly. The man closed his eyes for a moment, then answered, "Because humans learned too late what power does." A memory filled his voice. "We destroyed cities. We won wars. But we lost our people." The human child stood beside him, listening quietly. "My wife died because of unchecked weapons." The father continued, "So this machine must never choose victory over life." The alien girl felt a heavy weight in her chest. Her people had conquered worlds, but never asked that question. Outside the hall, explosions grew closer. The enemy fleet broke through the outer line. A guard shouted, "Defense grid collapsing." The council leader turned pale. For the first time, fear replaced pride. The alien girl looked at the prototype. "Can it help?" she asked. The father nodded slowly. "If you allow it." The council hesitated. Their laws banned foreign weapons. But desperation spoke louder. "Activate it," the leader ordered. The prototype stepped forward, its movements smooth and careful. No weapons emerged. No attack stance formed. Energy flowed across its body. Not violent, but controlled. It extended its arms, projecting wide shields of light, covering civilian stations first. Alien observers stared in disbelief. It was not aiming at the enemy. It was protecting lives. The alien girl whispered, "It chooses defense." The prototype absorbed incoming fire. Its system strained. Warnings flashed across its frame. The human child clenched his fists. "Please," he whispered. The father watched silently, trusting the limits he had built. Suddenly the enemy fleet paused, confused by resistance that did not strike back. The alien girl realized something terrifying. This was not a weapon. This was a message. The prototype transmitted a signal. Simple, clear, a universal warning. "We will not destroy you. But we will not let you harm others." The enemy hesitated. The council stared. The galaxy held its breath. And in that moment, the alien girl understood. Humans were not weak. They were dangerous in a different way. They had learned to stop themselves. And that terrified the galaxy more than any weapon ever could. The enemy fleet did not retreat. Confusion slowly turned into anger. More ships moved forward. Bright beams struck the prototype's shields. The light barriers cracked. Energy alarms screamed. Inside the council hall, fear returned. Alien leaders shouted for attack. "Destroy them now." The alien girl watched the shields weaken. Her hands tightened. "This machine will not last," she said. The human father nodded. It was never meant to stand alone. The prototype adjusted its stance, redirecting power, pulling energy from its own core. Civilian stations remained safe, but the prototype's frame began to burn. The human child stepped forward again. "Dad," he whispered, "is it hurting?" The father swallowed hard. "Yes," he answered honestly. The prototype did not cry out. It simply endured, choosing protection over self. Enemy fire intensified. One shield collapsed. A civilian transport drifted exposed. Without hesitation, the prototype moved, placing its body between the transport and destruction. The impact shattered part of its armor. Metal fragments floated into space. Gasps filled the hall. Even the most cruel aliens fell silent. The alien girl felt tears form. A reaction she had never known. "This is not logic," she whispered. "This is choice." The prototype's power dropped dangerously low. Systems warned of failure. The council leader shouted, "Pull it back." But the father shook his head. "It will not." The alien girl turned sharply. "Why?" she demanded. "Because it was built to value others over itself." The father replied. Another blast hit. The prototype fell to one knee. The human child ran closer. "Stop," he cried. "You did enough." The prototype turned its head slowly. Its voice finally spoke. Soft and clear. Protection incomplete. Continue. The alien girl felt something break inside her. Her people prized survival. But this was something else. The enemy fleet launched a final wave. Strong enough to wipe out the sector. The council screamed orders. Weapons fired wildly. Still failing. The prototype opened its core, releasing stored energy. Not as a weapon, but as a shield for all. A massive barrier spread across space, covering every station, every ship. The prototype's body cracked. Lights dimmed. Movement slowed. The human father whispered, "I'm sorry." The child cried openly now, holding on to hope. The alien girl stepped forward, her voice shaking. "Galaxy," she said, "learn from this." The barrier held. The enemy attack failed. But the prototype collapsed, floating lifeless in the void. Silence consumed the hall. Victory felt hollow. The alien girl closed her eyes, understanding the truth. Humans did not win by force. They won by sacrifice. And the galaxy would never forget what it had witnessed. The battlefield fell quiet. Debris floated slowly through space. Enemy ships drifted away, defeated. Inside the Galactic Council Hall, no one spoke. No one celebrated. The prototype's broken form floated on the main screen. Its lights were almost gone. Its mission complete. The human child stood frozen. Tears ran down his face. He believed it was over. The alien girl stepped forward, her voice gentle. "Is it truly gone?" she asked. The human father watched the screen carefully. Then he smiled softly. "No," he said. "It did what it was made to do." The council looked confused. "What do you mean?" The father raised the control device. "One last system remains." A faint signal appeared. Small, steady, still alive. The prototype's core pulsed again. Not with power, but with memory. It transmitted its final record. Every shield raised. Every life protected. The data spread across the council network. Aliens watched in silence. The alien girl felt her breath catch. "This machine recorded mercy," she whispered. The council leader lowered his staff. "For the first time," he said, "we see a different strength." The prototype's frame slowly stabilized. Emergency systems activated. Repair drones moved in. The human child looked up. "Will it wake up?" he asked. The father knelt beside him. "Yes," he said, "but it will never fight again." The child nodded. "That's okay." The alien girl approached the humans. Her posture no longer proud, but respectful. "I judged you wrong," she said. I laughed. "I am ashamed." She looked at the child. "Your request," she continued. "I do not understand family like you do. But I wish to learn." The child smiled through tears. "My dad is kind," he said. A soft laugh moved through the hall. Not cruel, but warm. The council voted in silence. Earth was granted full membership, with one condition. Humanity would guide galactic ethics. Not through force, but example. The alien girl accepted her new role. Liaison to Earth. As the hall lights dimmed, the prototype's name appeared on the screen. Protector 1. The galaxy would remember this day. Not as a battle won, but as a lesson learned. Humans were not the strongest. They were not the fastest. But they were the only ones who chose restraint, even when it cost them everything. And that choice changed the galaxy forever.